If you have a site visitor on your website, one of the best ways to get them to convert and to give you a call or purchase from you, whatever it is you want them to do on the website, one of the best ways to do that is to build trust. And you can do that with getting reviews or testimonials on your website. In this video, we're going to talk about how to implement a Google review widget on your website so that you showcase all those reviews to potential clients that want to work with you. So let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, my name is Arturo and I help small businesses improve their website results. There's actually two main ways that you can implement Google reviews on your website, and in this video we're going to focus on one of them. But the first way that you can do that is with the API, the Google API. So essentially you can hire a developer, or if you're a developer yourself, you can use Google's API to fetch the data, and then you can style it on the front end and you can make it look however you want. And the second way to do that is by using a third-party application or a widget that's already built by another developer. And we're going to focus on the second one. So we're going to focus on using a widget that already exists out there. And the reason for that is because this is the faster option and the cheaper option. But honestly, it's not a big drawback going with the widget, because even with the widgets out there, a lot of them do give you a lot of flexibility to customize it and make it look pretty clean, make it look on brand with your business. So that's why I still recommend the widget as the main choice for most people. So we're going to focus on using Elfsight to install the widget. The reason why I want to recommend this one is because this is the one I've been using for years now, and it's the one that we usually use on our clients' websites. I personally really like it. I think it looks really clean. It's mobile responsive, so you don't have to worry about making sure that it fits on mobile. Also, it gives you a lot of flexibilities in terms of what you can do within the customization, like styling the look and feel. And overall, it's pretty easy to set up and a fairly straightforward app to use. There's some other apps out there. If you're not interested in Elfsight, there's lots more out there, but essentially they all follow the same process. You sign up for an account and then you you hook up your Google business account to it, and then you can style it. And then once you're done with all that, you can hit publish, and then you publish it and then copy a code snippet that you go and put into your website. So that's the main overall process. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. And I'm going to leave my affiliate link in the description for Elfsight if you're interested in checking them out. If you haven't already made an account, you can just go ahead and make one. They have different options, so I'm going to show the pricing options. They have a free version, then they have a $3 to $6 a month, 6 to 12, and then 12 to 24. We'll do $3 to $6 a month depending on what the client wants to pay yearly or monthly. But this one's cool because it gives you 3 widgets, so you can use the Google widget, but you can use some other widgets that they have in there. And then it gives you up to 5,000 views. So if you're getting more than 5,000 visitors a month on your website, then that's when I would recommend going with the Pro plan. So once you're in there, the first thing you're going to see is choose a template. And you can choose a carousel, a badge, the grid. I'm not going to go through all these options, but there's some pretty cool looking widgets in here that you can choose. And these are all just for the Google review widget. But I'm going to go ahead and choose the carousel for this example. So next is going to ask you for the source, and this is your Google business profile. This one can be a little tricky because oftentimes you can't just insert your business name and it'll come up. You can try that, but it might not work. But what you want to do is go to Google Maps and then type in your business. So we're going to do my business, for example. Now what you want to do is go to share and embed a map, and it gives you a little iframe up here. So copy that HTML and then paste it in here, the whole thing with the iframe and everything. Paste the whole thing in the search, click search, and then there you go. You can click the little drop down to select the option that it gives you. And this is the one of view Google review widget. And then you can go through the settings. So, you can do an AI summary if you want. You can also filter if you want. So for example, if you only want to show 5-star reviews and up, then you can choose that. And then you can exclude reviews or include only certain reviews. It's pretty cool how it lets you filter all that data. Then you can go back and change the layout if you want. So carousel, they got grid, list. Some of my favorites are carousel, grid, and the badge. But the badge I use as a separate widget. So I usually have 2 widgets, one with the badge and then another one with a carousel or a grid. But yeah, just choose that and then keep going down the menu on the left hand side. So you got the layout, then go down to the header and then choose. You can play around with these whether you want to show the header or not. I usually choose not to show mine, but you can leave it on there if you want, like especially if you want to collect more reviews on your website. And yeah, just go through it. I'm not going to go through every single thing on here because it's pretty self-explanatory, but you can go through these options on the left hand side and toggle them to see what changes and see what you like. So this is what you're going to get, and as you change it, the right side will change. Yeah, you can change colors, background colors. It's pretty flexible, like I was saying. It gives you a lot of options to customize it, so that's pretty neat. And yeah, the last one is the settings. This one is a little bit more on the technical side. I would say you don't really have to change any of these settings on here unless you're trying to really get into some of the technical stuff. But for example, the schema is already, I would leave this checked on. That's really good to have on for SEO purposes. And yeah, I mean, if you want to put custom JavaScript, you can put that in there. I've honestly never done that, so I don't know what use you would want for the JavaScript, but it's there if you need it. So yeah, once you're done with the styling, just hit publish and then hit close and then install. So now it's going to give you a script tag that you can take and put into your website. So copy the code. It also gives you tutorials. This is cool. They have a bunch of different platforms on here. They got Shopify, Squarespace, OpenCart, Webflow. So just click on it and it'll take you to a tutorial on how to put it into your website depending on what platform you're on. So yeah, just copy that and then go over to your website, insert it in a custom code block and then hit publish and then you're good to go. And real quick, I'll just show you an example of what it looks like once it's published live. I had mentioned earlier that I like to use 2 different widgets. So right here on the first section, there's a little button right here that says read our reviews. When you click on it, it has a little slider, and then this widget right here is actually coming from Elfsight, from that platform that we were just looking at. And then if you scroll down, there's another section right here with a grid. So this is also coming from that same app. So yeah, that's pretty much it. One thing I didn't do was actually log into a platform and paste that into a platform because every single platform is different. Whether you're on Webflow or Lead Pages or Shopify or WordPress, they're all different in how you go in there and change the settings. But essentially, you want to go in there and find the section where it says insert custom snippet code and just paste that in there and it'll publish it live. If you want some help implementing this on your website, you can go to oneofview.com and request a quote. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below. And thanks for watching. Peace.